Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing amazing. My name is Ticia, and in today's video I wanted to share with you a few tips that really helped me achieve my goal quicker, becoming my future self quicker as well. And yeah, I thought it would be interesting for me to share that with you. So basically I know that now we are approaching towards the end of the year of 2022, and we just look back and we're just like, oh, did I actually achieve all the goal I had in mind, or at least did I achieve at least one goal that I had in mind for myself? And I remember years ago when I had so many goals for myself that I wanted to achieve throughout the year, and now comes December, and I'm looking back and actually I'm like, no, I didn't do anything about the goal I actually wanted to achieve. So I know I've been in a situation where you have so many things that you want to achieve, and you actually motivated, you are determined, you have everything on paper, you have your vision board and everything, but still you are not there yet. You're just like, okay, what happened? I had everything prepared, everything on paper, and nothing happened. And it's so frustrating because you're just like, oh my god, all this time that just passed by and I actually didn't do nothing about it. I mean, I tried, I did things, but it seems like it didn't work, or I did, had some progress, but still I didn't actually get where I wanted to be. So I've been there. I've been actually very frustrated about this situation, but I actually done some few things that really help. I done some few things that really help on becoming more efficient, on planning goals, on achieving them, on achieving them even quicker. So I definitely did some optimization about how how you can get closer to your goal, or even achieve them in a very short period of time. So I wanted to share with you these few tips, and I hope it will help you becoming the person you always wanted to become. So let's get into it. So the first thing I will share with you, and that is the first tip, is actually, instead of having too many goals or even 2-3 goals, just focus on one goal. One goal will really help you narrow down your energy, will really help you narrow down your time, your energy, your focus, your intention, everything. Just select among all the goals that you have, the goal that actually will help you to get closer to your future self. And that is something that really helped me. It was difficult because I was like, well, I have this goal as well that I want to achieve, and I have this one as well, and I have this one. Guess what? When you have too many goals, you're actually spreading your energy, you're spreading your time, you're spreading everything. And yes, you're actually making progress, but you're not actually focusing all your energy and your time and what you need to focus on one goal only. So your distraction is actually coming from other goals that you have in mind, and focusing on one thing really helps you narrow down everything that I mentioned earlier: focus, time, intention, all these things that require basically all these things that actually help you to get where you want to become. So narrow down in one, just one, not even two, one. Especially, I would say, if you want to achieve that in a very short period of time. If you give yourself like a year, for example, I will say okay, but again, it depends on the goal, because some goals obviously take more time to get achieved than others. Like, for example, I don't know, if you want to lose maybe 20 kilos, it will take probably more time than losing 2 kilos, right? So obviously it's all depend of the goal, but I would say focus on one goal only. Even if it's actually a goal that you think you will have time to achieve, focus on one goal only. So again, this video is all about how to achieve your goal quicker, and not how to achieve your goal only. So if you really want to make it happen quicker, just focus on one goal. So when you have actually your one goal, you have to put a deadline. Just put a deadline on this goal. Put some pressure on yourself and put this deadline. There's no such thing as a goal without a deadline, obviously, because it's just a wish. So just put a deadline will really help you put some pressure on yourself, and as well to help you get more discipline on getting this goal done, like on achieving this goal. So the deadline will help you put some pressure on yourself, will keep you disciplined, will help you with your momentum as well, will keep you consistent in everything that needs to be done to achieve this goal. Because when you don't have a deadline, you can be a bit loose on things that needs to be done, right? You can say, well, you know what, tomorrow is coming. Today is not the time, but tomorrow I will go to the gym. And tomorrow comes, well, listen, this happened, I don't have time. Let's make it happen for, let's see, Saturday. Saturday, that's the day. And Saturday come and again, you know the story. I think we all been there, right? We actually need to put a deadline. The deadline really help you to put pressure on yourself, keep yourself consistent, discipline yourself, and making sure that, you actually have a vision, you have actually a deadline against this goal that you want to achieve. And as well and I will say, having a deadline will help you to make yourself proud, right? You know that, when I will achieve this goal, when I will lose, for example, this 5 kilos, I know that, I will actually reward myself with something, and that again will help you to say, okay, when I will actually get there, I will reward myself with something. So deadline is so important, obviously, because you're like feeling like it's an achievement. You know that you've done everything that was possible to do to achieve what you wanted to achieve, and you made it on time, so you make yourself even proud, so it's kind of building this fulfillment of, I actually stick to my word. I say I'm gonna actually lose 5 kilos in 3 weeks, for example, and I've done it. And this will really help you to even go to another goal, to establish another goal for yourself, and it will build momentum on how you can actually trust yourself and say, I've done this by losing 5 kilos 3 weeks ago. I can do that. I can even lose more, in the next month, because I've done it already. So you trust yourself a bit more. Third tip is basically to draft a list of all the things that needs to be done to achieve the goal. So what are all the actions that you think are necessary to achieve the goals? Yeah, so let's say, taking the example again, to actually lose 5 kilos by by the end of the year, for example. So what would be basically the action that needs to be done? Well, let's say you have to eat healthy, so you have to create a meal prep, for example, in advance, to make sure that you are not cheating yourself and you have everything ready. So you have your food ready. The only thing that you need to do, put in the microwave, warm the food, and just eat them. And it's healthy food, right? So, or drink a lot of water, or go to the gym, or hire a personal trainer, for example. So what are all the things that you think that needs to be done for you to achieve the goal? Okay, so if you don't know, and I know that we don't know anything, I would suggest for you to go online to find the information somewhere. And I think you will find it probably online, either on YouTube or Google. Just tap the things that you want to achieve. Nowadays we actually find everything online, so I'm sure you will find what you want to achieve. Just look up for someone who actually achieved already this goal online. Just look up on someone who already achieved what you want to achieve, and someone who is already there, someone who's already have the result that you want. So if it's actually like again losing 5k, just look, I don't know, on YouTube maybe, about someone who actually who used to be in your situation, and decided to put the work, decided to have a discipline themselves, decided to have certain habits that really help them to get where they are right now, right? So it's all about finding someone. And if you don't trust someone who actually had this result online, just go to a professional, or just go and see your doctor. If we take the example of losing weight, go to see your doctor, go to see a nutritionist, for example, or a personal trainer will tell you as well what to do. What are the actions that needs to be implemented to achieve this goal. So go to see a professional. So now the fourth tip I will share with you, and is as well something that really helped me to not feel overwhelmed with all the things that needs to be done. It's to narrow down on 3 things maximum. 3 things maximum that needs to be done. Okay, so it can be 2, it can be 1, but I will say 3 max. Because in all the lists that you have, I'm sure you know there you let's say you have a list of 10 things to do. I'm actually sure that out of these 10 things that you need to do, 3 things are actually the main things to do. Maybe it's eating healthy, maybe it's drinking a lot of water and exercise. Okay, so let's try to find these 3 things. And again, you can actually get some advice from your professionals, from your doctor. Bring this list to this person, bring this list to this professional and say, listen, this is, I think, the things that I think I need to do to achieve my goal. What do you think? What do you recommend? I need to narrow down this list to 3. And honestly, if this person say to you, well, I don't think you need to narrow down to 3, you need to do all of these things. But all these things are necessary, but because it's a new habit that we are developing, we don't want to get overwhelmed with all the things that needs to be done, like going to the gym, hire a personal trainer, eat healthy, drink water, sleep on time, wake up on time, doing all these things. And we know that we don't have the time, especially that when you are a mom, you have so many things to do. You have your mommy's duties, you're looking after your children, you're looking after your family, you're looking after the house, you are working, and sometimes you are looking after yourself when you find sometimes, right? I've been there, and it's just so tiring, it's overwhelming. You want to make progress in your life, but you just realize I actually don't have time to do all these things. So just to make sure that you're not feeling overwhelmed or scared, or you start to giving up on yourself because you're just like, what, I don't have time. I would love to lose some weight, I would love to achieve this goal, but I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I tell you, when you have so many things to do and you just realize that I would love to achieve this, but it's just the time. The time is not something that I have. It's not the pursuit that I have right now. So I would say let's start with baby steps, and that's why I say narrow down to 3, even narrow down to 1. I would say if you, for example, if you want to lose weight, just taking the example again, it's probably starting to eat healthy will help. I think that is actually start to meal prep your dinner, your lunch, your breakfast will help. That is a massive thing. And when you basically starting to have this unlocked, okay, this is something I know, on Sunday I'm doing my meal prep, so I know that the week coming I'm sorted. I don't have to think about what I'm gonna eat, or I'm not gonna be tempted to actually order some takeaways because I have all my meal prep done. Right, that is a big achievement in itself already. And then when you have this habit implemented, you will add even more on the list. So okay, so now I have this unlocked, so I can probably start working out in the morning, waking up myself at 6 a.m. and doing some workout on myself, going to the gym if I can. So again, your habits needs to fit into your own schedules, right? Especially when you have so many things to do. I'm talking about the moms out there, the dads out there who are have their duties, their children is there, you have your job, you have all these things, and you want still to make it happen for yourself, but it's just you don't have enough time. So I would say just try to accommodate your new habit in your schedules. This is only what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, so 3 maximum actions that needs to be implemented, and this will really help you to put as well the important before the urgent, right? What is important to you? What are the actions that you think will get you closer to your future self? So you need to put that as well on paper, right? And making sure that these main 3 actions are the main 3 actions, right? Try as well not to be too sweet on yourself. Try to make sure that these 3 actions will help you to get out from your comfort zone and stretch yourself a little bit as well. For example, if waking up in the morning is not really one of your things. And I totally get that, because for so long I was like, waking up at 5 is not something I want to do. No, 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 ma'am. It's not something I love to do. So, but you know, I just realized that waking up early at 5, at 6 o'clock is a life-changing thing. Honestly, you save so much time. You can do everything that you usually do in the evening, like tired and everything. In the morning, I mean, when you have the right morning routine, will really help you to achieve even more. You will stretch your days, you know, you will gain more hours. So anyway, so that is something like, if for example, yeah, your thing is not to wake up early in the morning, fine, you know, but do you want to achieve this goal or not? Do you want to make it happen for yourself? And we definitely know that it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody will do it, right? So, and that is as well so necessary for your growth. All right, so again, so that's the 4 things. The 4 thing is actually to reduce your list, your to-do list, I would say, to 3 actions, and these 3 actions maximum, and these 3 actions will become your habits. Okay, so that's the 4th thing. 5th tips that I will share with you is to do the work. You know me. I mean, there's no such thing on asking for something for nothing, right? So you want to achieve this goal, okay, fair enough. You know, like, oh, I prepare myself to achieve this goal, but if you don't do the work that is required for you to achieve this goal, so what the point? What the point bothering yourself, you know, planning all these things, thinking about all these actions, thinking about the goal that you want to achieve if you don't do the work? So big advice is do the work. Big advice is to do the work now. Don't delay anything. Do it now. Don't say, oh, in 1 week I will do this. No. You have to do it. And now that you are so motivated to achieve this goal, you have to do it now. It's necessary for you to put all your thinking into actions and make it happen now. And when you do the work, again, is something that I would recommend is to analyze your performances, analyze your progress. You know, you want to use these feedback loops to analyze yourself, to really tell yourself, okay, is it actually something that is working for me? Am I making progress? Obviously, when you lose weight, for example, don't expect to lose weight straight away. It happened to many people, but don't discourage yourself like, oh, you know what, I actually didn't lose 1 kilo yet. Like, what's going on? I started yesterday, or I started 2 days ago and nothing happened. No, give yourself some time as well, you know, to do the work and make it happen for yourself. But just do the work and use this feedback loop to readjust your routine, readjust your habit, and this will really help as well to make sure that, you know, you're on track, you're on the right track to achieve what you want to achieve. And that's it for today. So that was actually my 5 tips for you. Honestly, since I know these tips and since I'm implementing them into my life to achieve things that I want to achieve, either personally or professionally, big changes. I achieved so many goals this year. I achieved so many things that I put on paper, that I put on my vision board, that I put in my mind, in my journal, everything. I mean, I put them everywhere, so I know that, you know, I can't go anywhere in my house and not seeing things that I need to achieve, because I like to be reminded of things that I need to achieve, to make sure I'm not distract myself to, you know, the main direction, to the main goal, to everything that I need to achieve. So yeah, so that is it for this video, guys. I hope you gained some value out of it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I release a video just like this one every week. And yeah, I would love to know as well if you have any goals before the year end, because I do have many goals myself, and I would love to know if I'm not the only one. So if you do, please type goal 2022 and I will know that we are in the same boat here. But thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best and I see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.